All right, so real quick thought process on Ray. I really like Ray. Ray is one of the 2 top DEXs on Solana. And of course, we entered, I believe here, or wherever we entered, I forgot where we entered. I believe it was here, because it broke this level. And since it moved so much, this was my thought process to where it comes back down into this buy zone because of this liquidity right here, and then bounce up, possibly get rejected right at this level because of this. This is our rejection box or resistance / support box when the price action was down here. Once it crossed it, then of course, as it comes down, this is now support. It did bounce here, which was good. It broke out, couldn't maintain it, came back, broke beneath this, tapped our buy zone, came up again doing lower highs on the 1 hour time frame, lower lows. It finally broke out of this trend line, came up, pretty much went right to the resistance level throughout the entire chart, nothing but support, resistance, candle bodies, candle wicks. Then it came down, broke this zone, candle bodies to the candle wick, broke this little zone, only to get this liquidity right here. This is why we draw our buy zones. Do they always hit? Not really. But when they do, man, you feel like a genius. I'm telling you right now. And this is so that you don't freak out when it comes down, because price goes up, price comes down. Now, did it have to come all the way down here? Nope, sure didn't. It could have retraced to here and then come up. But the thought process, it could come down here, which it did, and then come up. And you can see there's more price action in here, but it did come up, get rejected multiple times, all right here, all this and this. And this is what this is showing. Now, of course, when I'm drawing these arrows of my thought process, I'm not going to do that. It's just the overall thought process. Now, I'm thinking at this time when it was way over here that it'll break out, come back, retest this area, and then go back up. Now, with that being said, now we can zoom in. Now that we have more price action, we can actually see what's going on. Here we do have in this area as our bottom and this area as our top. The more touches, the better it is, and that's why I chose these areas. You can see that it broke below this. It could not break underneath this. So let me go ahead and draw this out for you. It could not break underneath this zone. And again, this is a support zone, and it did not go to this zone within the buy zone. It came down here, pretty much tapped right where the body closes are at, and now starting to go up. Depending on your risk, you could enter this trade now about 25, maybe 50%. If I was going to enter 25%, because what could happen, once again, nobody knows. It could get rejected here, come down, bounce off of this area, get rejected again off this trend line, come down here to take more of this liquidity, and then finally come up if it comes up. And then once it comes up, now it has this as support, comes up, this as resistance, comes down, bounces off of this support, comes up, breaks through this resistance, and then now you can enter the trade. Then it'll maybe come up here to this resistance, maybe go a little bit above it, go into this zone, come down, bounce off of this resistance, which is now support, and then come up. You can add some more here. So once again, these are just different thought processes of how the price action may go. Once again, nobody knows what's going to happen. But when you draw stuff out and it happens to go that way, once again, the natural reaction, oh man, I'm a genius. But no, it's just looking to the left, knowing, understanding price action, understanding the momentum of the move and seeing what might happen. Nobody knows. I have to stress that there's a lot of people out there that'll say, this is what's gonna happen. This will happen. If it breaks the 200, it will go up here. If it does such and such, it will do. No, nobody knows. It could. There's a possibility. There's a higher probability. But price action does what it wants. It's very... So when the price goes up, people are going to FOMO. They're going to keep on buying, and it continues to go up until it comes down. What goes up will come down. So here, just to let you know, just for full transparency, I did enter some here knowing my risk that it may come down. But if it goes up, well, then I'm already in down here, comes up, and then it'll bounce, and then I can add to my entry, or if it comes down, then I'll do this. So here's the thought process. This was going down, thought process. Now the thought process on going up. It may come up here to this resistance, come down barely to this support / resistance. And again, this is all due to this box that I drew to the left. Then come up, then possibly come down, then come up again, come down, and then finally break through. Here, since I added some here, once it comes up here and it shows me that it's going to break this level of resistance, it has to show me that it wants to break it. Once it breaks it, now I can enter again. Now, of course, we're already in this trade. These are just ways to add to your trade. And then, of course, we do have an alert way up here, but I'm actually going to set an alert right here. So above this. So I'll do it right here. Even though I know this is in my resistance zone, more than once we get this, we'll get the push up that we need. So let's go ahead and do a set alert. Let's go over here and actually set the alert. And this one, I'm just going to put it add and then a question mark. And this is just telling me that take a look at it. We may add to this trade. Once again, I'm still updating all these charts that we have as active trades due to the fact that we're moving up our stop losses. There's several of them that we've already moved up our stop losses. Insane gains. We have targets of 50% without leverage. Several of those have already been hit. 2x leverage, you got 100%. This is what we do every day, updating the charts, making sure the members are protected from losses. Do we lose? Sure, but the wins are way bigger than our losses, and our losses are fairly tight. Now, of course, this one, I do have it at 15%. Normally, we don't have them this low. Normally, they're around 8, 5 sometimes. But the reason I have this one is just in case we have a lot of play in this coin. There's a lot of them that we get them at the very bottom. We happen to catch them, and that way our area of a stop loss is about 5%, 8%. But this one, we happen to catch it once it already broke this level. So we took the trade knowing that it might come down, and everything's playing out I don't want to say as expected, but as anticipated. All right, that's all I got. I do thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're going to make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does, because they want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money.